if it's okay with Hans, why don't you tell everybody what's happening right now, because it's a great story you have.
You must show me little. so everybody can see how I look.
Yes.
I have been to the psychiatrist today. I have a lot of visit to all of the kind of doctors this week, and after all this year and many time in different doctors, hospital and all, and in the beginning they tried to put me in the psychiatrist hospital, but I was very hard to say no way. And after that they have just talking about, oh, you have delusional, you're depressed, you have angst, or I don't know what's the name in English, panic, panic.
Yeah, panic attacks.
Yeah. And everything. And I try to tell them I should be depressed because I have lose everything. I have lose my company. I have moved 4 times in 4 years, and I have lost everything I have. So after this, I begin to thinking the 1 year back, okay, maybe I will take the psychologic more so they can research me and see, so I can have a paper that I have no delusional. And that was good. I was strong enough to do that, because they always tell me, oh, we can help you with, because after all this year there is a lot of problem, and of course it take much of your psychological health. I said a normal person, if you lose a work or divorce or something, they feel bad. So of course I feel bad. I have lost 1 million crowns and everything I had, and I live on the government now and have no money, not almost food. So so today they told me I have no delusional and I have no problem with my personality, but they cannot help me with my disease. And now they know I don't cut my hair and I don't shave it, and all these things they have tried to said to me all this year. Because when I lose my hair, they said, oh, I draw it off by myself. And that was the same with my sore. Oh, you are so stressed because I had a company in that time, that I have make my sore by myself. And it's so ironic because
And Marie, excuse me, I just want to be clear with everyone that's on the call and everyone that's listening right now. I want to be clear when you're talking about this. No, it's okay. Wonderful. You're just wonderful. The sores that we're talking about Morgellons disease. Is that correct?
Yeah, Morgellons is. I can talk about the other things too.
Okay.
But in the moment is. Even if it's mind control, Morgellons, or what it is, it's important that we can say we have no delusional, because everybody tries to tell us what we try to tell them, what happened with us and with our health or in our mind, that we are crazy or we have delusional. And I'm so pissed off in these days, because my body is totally off, but my head and my brain and my mental is very clear.
This is wonderful news. And I think you mentioned today, Marie, that it's been 5 years of this sort of running around to the doctors, yes? And so today is a milestone, huge milestone for you, yes, to get this report.
Yeah. It is. I was so surprised because when I walk, I visit there to the doctors, psychiatrists, and everyone, and I think sometimes what I do here, because I will not be clever in my mind that I was before or smart or something, and in all these years nobody have given me advice except my own contact by here in Sweden, and with all I have tried everywhere, in the church, with the government, with the social health community, and with environment department, and the hospital and the doctors, and nobody. They just listen and look at their watch, what the time when I'm finished, and today I cannot understand 5 years has gone, and also my life is gone, because I will begin a new life, but that is the best news.
That is the best news, and Marie, congratulations. Yeah. That's a surprise to all of us too, so I'm so glad that we got to be here today to hear your great news.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, it's fabulous. Hugs and kisses to you, honey. That's awesome. So let me ask you this, Marie. From this report, from this today, what has happened to you, what do you think is next? What do you think is for you next now?
Tomorrow I will have a new visit in the same department with this psychiatrist, because it's a very long story around this. But what I said, I was very suspect in the beginning about because it's talking so much about the psychologic, and I was very afraid. This disease and what happens with us in every way, it's so hard to explain. So all these years I have always have to think, what shall I say now so it sounds right in the doctor's ear, or where I want to help. So now it's my next step on Wednesday, because I will go back to the hospital I was on 2008, when I have a lot of sore, and when my hair loose begin to fall off, my hair begin to fall off. So now I have looking in my file and can see that I have explained exactly the same symptom that I have today with my body. The only thing who is different is that I'm more clear. I'm not so stressed and pressed, because I have a company in that time. So now I will try to, I don't know what they will try to tell me, because they can say, okay, but then, oh, it's good that you have health by yourself. But my problem is I must have some doctor for my physiologic side to go next step, because I need money. I have no money, and we need paper and doctors' signs everywhere to survive. So I must survive and try to help, take care of my health like I do now. And then I have found some man or woman, we call it personal contact person, and because I have coming after with taxes and bills from my company, and you know, everything is up and down, who's in my back. So then I will think I will take a lawyer in the next time.
Yes. So, thank you. And so it is, do you see for the first time maybe in 5 years, Marie, is it possible that you see maybe the light at the end of the tunnel, or is that not happening yet?
Yeah, I have I have learned so much on this way, because I have for 1 year so much pain. I thought you never could have so much pain in your body, and next year I had another period, and then I have the darkness, real darkness, and almost lose myself, and then I begin to see more what can I do, and that has been very, very hard, because I have nobody here in Sweden. I have no my family with me, and I have just my sons, and they are 20 and 24. It's hard for them to see what's happened to me, and that has given problem over that. So, but for answer your question, I see the light.
I love this. Thank you. I love that you are taking the steps, and something's changing. Obviously, your doctor is changing how they're looking at you, and it sounds like you have taken the steps in your own way to get yourself the help in every way that you possibly can, instead of giving up. And that is the most important thing. You know, with you and I, we already had a very long, lengthy show, like 4 hours we talked, and one of the things that I learned about you on a couple of occasions is that the thing that I like about you, Marie, is that you don't ever give up. And I'm very, very proud of you, and I'm proud of you for building a support system for yourself with us in other countries, even like this. You know, Hans is in Mexico. Some of us are in the United States. You're in Sweden. And this is just, I think, a beautiful thing for all of us, because you get to tell us what the real deal is of what you suffer and what you go through and what the medical field is telling you. You know, you're doing this in public. You're showing the public, just like when I had spoken about Caroline Carter with you. Same thing with Caroline Carter. She's exposing her Morgellons and what is happening to her to the public. So this becomes what do I want to say, a fellowship or whatever, an information really for others that are suffering. And are you, by the way, are you working or doing anything with Jesse? I was very impressed by Jesse's work. Do you remember Jesse, who was on the show Saturday night?
No,
have you had a chance to connect with Jesse? Because I think that Jesse, you know, how he was putting together, they have 10 million victims throughout the world, right?
Yes.
Remember this? So yeah. I think that and I hope that Hans can get Jesse on for just a little bit, but yes. Marie, if you need it again, we can provide you with Jesse and his company. Lars and Jesse were the ones from their company speaking. I think we need to connect you with them, you know, on Skype or email, what have you.
Yeah, Lars I have connected with, and I try to, I have learned also this year, because there is some chemtrails group in Sweden, and there is I write a blog in on Swedish, and there I can see there is a lot of people who read it, because I don't marketing, and I'm not so, I've just begin to learn the computer and the internet, and to do all this these things. But I have found out it's very important, especially in my case, because I have both of Morgellons and mind controls.
Yes.
But you know, for me, the disease of Morgellons take over so much that even mind control is, it's hard. I couldn't go to sleep for 6, 7:30 in the morning because they're talking to me so much. But that's another thing. For me, Morgellons is the worst. So I will have the people who are open-minded to all this strange thing who happens to us. And then I have found out some groups is very, very just listen at what they believe. Even I can see the people are beginning to open their eyes when they see the connection between chemtrails, Morgellons, mind control, and because I think there is a big connection with all this.